Well, it is our first report for the Ouyen United Kangas footy. I tell you what, Jace's got netball covered, and I'm absolutely delighted to have Andrew Willsmore to be bringing our Friday night footy reports repeated Saturday morning, and he joins me now. G'day, Andrew. How are you?
G'day, mate. I'm really well, thank you. And yourself?
Real good, real good. A little bit maybe for those that don't know you, Andrew, right across our broadcast areas.
Yeah, we're just local farmers out of Underbill, mate. So the father still works, the 81-year-old still running around doing his bit, and myself, and we get Dal home when we can, and we've got another worker that helps us out. But we've had beautiful rains across the Mallee over the last week, so the wives are happy with the gardens, and the farmers are very, very happy with the moisture we've had, mate. So we're off to a cracking start. Everyone's smiling in the bush.
Oh, that's really great. You mentioned Dal, of course, for those wider afield, Dallas Willsmore, a couple of games for Hawthorn. It was obviously a delight for you as a family to have your son make it into the AFL, but never easy to get a go, and then at a club, of course, at the time when Hawthorn won their three-peat of premierships, Dallas was down there, and then to find his way back to West Adelaide in the SANFL.
Yeah, mate. We just happened to be it was a timing issue really with the Hawks. Happened to run into a three-peat, which made it really tough to crack in. But he was there for 5 years, and look, we got a Box Hill VFL flag out of it, and some wonderful memories. And headed across to Westies for a couple of years. Played there. Westies are obviously struggling at the minute, but look, we needed a bit of a hand on the farm, so he came back, and he's going to have a run around in the bush, and he's going to bring a couple of his mates with him, which will be good, and we'll try and find success for 2022.
Oh, that's great. Great to have him last year for the games that were played before the abandoning of the season. And obviously it was a pretty tough season for the Ouyen United Kangas, just the one win. But let's have a look at one of those players that Dallas was bringing with him, Kieran Lovell. I'm told that he also played a couple of games at Hawthorn and was a very, very skilled midfielder from Tasmania. He was to come, but now is not coming.
No, unfortunately, that wonderful pandemic that we're trying to live with at the minute. He ended up losing his employment through COVID, and cost him. He ended up losing his accommodation as well, and he's moved back to Tasmania. He's going to play back there. So, look, we wished him all the best. We released him from his contract. It was just very unfortunate circumstances. He's a great kid. We'll obviously welcome him back whenever he wants to come back to the mainland, but one of our star recruits, we've missed out, mate. But we're still trying to build, so we're still hopeful of being more than competitive.
All right, we're going to get to the Ouyen United Kangas and decide. A quick look at round one action for other clubs. Rimple are going to be hard to toss at the top of the table, I'd say, this year. They beat South Mildura comfortably, 19-16 to 6-3.
Yeah, look, they look to be another powerhouse, and certainly the benchmark. They've got a cracking list, and they're obviously off to a flying start. So they're going to be what everyone's going to be after them for sure. They look good.
All right. The other match was a big upset for many, but Redcliffs might have got their mojo, and they kicked 14-9 to beat the Imperials 9-10.
Yeah, a bit of a surprise, really. I didn't pick that one. I didn't see it coming. So look, good luck to Redcliffe. So they've sort of struggled a little bit as well, like us, and it's good to see them having some success.
That's great stuff. Okay, to the Ouyen United Kangas and the footy side of the ledger. It's a big season. Obviously, you mentioned Dallas, and he's going to be a really important player. But have you lost any of the big-name players from last year on your list that won't be returning?
We have. We've lost a few. So Warwick Brady, who we lured back down from Wentworth, he did an ACL last year, so he's going to miss this year. Bruiser, our coach, he's gone back up into the Miller, so he's not playing with us. We actually got Cale Barker came back from Queensland. We got him back with his partner. He did an ACL in a practice match, so that's not good. Former captain, former premiership player. Thoughts are certainly with him. Yeah, we've lost a few, and we've sort of picked up enough to cover them, but look, it would have been lovely to have all them other players as well, really. Luke Sambrook was Bruiser, obviously, who I'm talking about.
Yep.
He was our centre forward. He's an excellent player, but no, he's gone back up to the Miller for another year. So we've sort of covered our losses. Haven't really bolted too far ahead, but we're hoping that, we can, with a different game style and some different structures, that we can be more than competitive.
Okay, kids coming through. Any out of the 16, 7-year-olds? Of course, you've got a couple of kids that you tried last year. I think young O'Shaughnessy was one that got a game up in the seniors and performed very well when he got his opportunity. Great to see that happen.
Yeah, we've got some really good kids. Sam O'Shan's obviously the standout at the minute. He's got a little brother, Jack, which I think is going to be just as good. He's very good. They got a cousin, Dusty O'Shaughnessy. 3 O'Shaughnessy kids are very, very good players. Obviously, Joel Grace made a step up last year. He'll be a regular senior, I would think. We've got another one come back, Sam Scott. He's come back on the farm, so he'll be good. He'll be good. We've got a few really good, promising kids. 2 of the O'Shaughnessy's, I believe, have been picked in the Pioneers set up for down south. So whether the Pioneers in the TAP Cup steal them on us, we don't know. And look, obviously, if they're going to go further in the footy, that's the path they've got to go down, and we wish them all the best. But it'd be loved to have them run around back here, that's for sure.
I reckon so. Let's have a look at your coaching setup. You've been able to recruit a really good coach this year. Do you think that's going to bolster up the number of wins from last year?
I think so. Scotty Grigg has come on board. He's a non-playing coach, very, very tactical, big on fitness, big on structures, big on ball movement. So, yeah, look, he's been an excellent acquisition to the club. Him and Brad Valance are going to co-coach. Brad's obviously a playing coach, but Scotty's going to sit on the bench. He's very, very impressive. He doesn't leave no stone unturned. He's actually brought a couple of players with him. He's got a couple of young kids out of WA, which is they're going to come over and stay with him and play here. So they both turned up and look impressive. They'll be more than handy. I expect them both to be senior players. So yeah, not only do we pick up a coach, we also picked up a couple of players with him as well. So look, we're very, very, very impressed with Scotty at the minute.
All right, that's good to hear. Wait for next week when you get your first home and away match. That'll be exciting stuff. The reserve grade on the track. Are any of the blokes stuck out on the underbull tractors still and haven't made it to the track?
There's many reserve players that we're still hoping to see. Luke Summerhays is going to head up the coaching there with myself and Matt Brown as assistants. And look, we've made plenty of phone calls. Everyone's promising to be there next week on the track and then turn up on game day. So we live in hope. But look, we're probably going to struggle for numbers. Depth's going to be a real issue. But the starting 22 that are going to be there, they look all right. So hopefully we can get everyone out there on the same day.
Andrew, have you still got your footy boots and your kit in the back of the boot just in case you get a game?
My wife hides them every weekend.
Lovely stuff. The under-18s you'll put aside in this year. Any depth there of numbers? I know that your 16s are short, so they'll probably come up and play 18s. Have you got enough for a side, or will we see even a few under-14s come up into that number?
So, the 18s will be all right. Obviously, we're going to have to maybe steal a few, or some are good enough to play in higher grades. The 16s, I believe, is going to be a problem. I think there's talk that grade might be forfeited for the year. In the lower grades, we've just got enough. It's a bit of a juggling act. Obviously, all we're trying to do is give our kids a game of footy and keep them involved and get them back into footy after the sort of the 2 years of on and off. And so junior numbers are always a worry, unfortunately, but that's just the situation of where we live, I suppose.
Yeah, it is. Under 18 coaching and under 14s, under 12s, who are the leaders of those age groups?
So Benny Mole's heading up the under 18s again. So he's our captain of co-captain of our senior team, I believe. Look, he's he's excellent. Everyone loves Benny. He's a ripper fella on and off the track. He leads by example. He'll certainly do as much work as anyone out there. So he's good. The under 16. Well, I don't think we have a team. The under 14s. Mate, you might have caught me there. I'm not sure.
That's all right. On Benny Mole, how did he take the Tempe Tigers cricket side getting nailed by the Ouyen boys?
Yeah. There were a few tense moments at training, but everyone knows to stay out of the road of Benny Mole on the training track because he'll clean you up and then he'll pick you up and brush you off, but he's a real competitor, Benny.
Good stuff. Look, it's an exciting time. In terms of the club and the first fixture with dinners and teas and all that sort of stuff, how's the club going with the vibe, I guess, around it, getting people back into it? Has that been starting to happen?
Yeah, we have. We've got our first home game next week against Wentworth, so there'll be a function there. Obviously good to meet some of our new players. The boys from Adelaide haven't really met too many yet, so they're travelling across. I think their parents are coming as well, and obviously the girlfriends, and just a big get together to introduce them to the club and make them feel welcome, which I'm sure they will. And it should be good. First home game at Ouyen, not this week, but the week after, and it'll be good, mate. It'll be good. Just be good to get everyone back together and enjoy a beer and a good hit out, and hopefully, sign of things to come.
And hopefully a win on the board early in the season to get you going in the right direction. Last year was the year as the season progressed that there was some honourable losses and then some pretty big ones towards the end. Let's hope that the coaching group and the senior players like Mole and also Dallas Willsmore that can bring those players together for a big season for the Ouyen United Kangas. And Andrew Willsmore, I'm going to enjoy your comments on it each week here on the Friday Night Sports Show.
Cheers, mate. Look forward to it. You take care.
And I'll just let Andrew go there now. And topic for those across his area, which wasn't going to ask him while I had him to air, was about the Parker family from his local area and the loss of Cherie and a devastating situation there for Matt and his family, Angus, Sarah and Lockie, and from all of those from the Ouyen United Kangas and from us here at The Flow, our deepest sympathies and our prayers and support to you on what is a very difficult time.